Hello everyone, welcome to Shree's Coding Hub. Today's episode, we are going to write a code in C language and print this complex pattern. Here's the pattern 1 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 5 1 3 4 5 1 2 4 5 1 2 3 5 1 2 3 4. Now, this pattern can be printed using for loops concept. We all have idea about for loops concept as we discussed in the last episodes. But here, having an idea about for loops is not sufficient. We should apply a small logic to print this type of patterns. Here we can write for loops easily in our code, but when it comes to building a logic, we feel some difficulty in building logics. Now, at the end of this video, you will be able to build logics in a better way as compared to before. Now, without getting late, let's break down this pattern and write a code, get the output. Let's get started. If you observe, this is the pattern we want to print. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the pattern we need to print. But here if you observe, I left one row here, one column here. Now what for this? Here, assume that this pattern has rows and columns. Obviously, uh, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. There are 5 rows and 5 columns in this pattern. Number of columns and number of patterns are same. Now I am going to represent uh, uh, rows with I and columns with J. Okay, I am going to represent rows with I and columns with J. Now these are rows. So here it is I actually. Now what is the place value of I here? What is the place value of I here? Now here let's start the row counting. Here we are going to count the rows 0 and I equals to 1 and I equals to 2 and I equals to 3 and I equals to 4. Now this is 0th row, this is 1st row, this is 2nd row, this is 3rd row and this is 4 rows. There are 5 rows. Actually we can start counting from 1 also, but in our coding basically the count starts from 0. The count starts from 0 guys. It is the like it is something if we start from one, it is not that easy, that flexible to build logics with for loops. It is not that flexible to build logics. That's why we start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this row is 0th row, this row is 1st row, this row is 2nd row, this is 3rd row, this is 4th row. Now when it comes to column, as we said, we will represent it from j. Now j equals to 0, j equals to 1, j equals to 3, j equals to 4, j equals sorry guys, here 2, and next j equals to 3 and j equals to 4. Now same here, I have started from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is 0th column, this is 1's column, this is 2nd column, this is 3rd column and this is 4th column. There are 5 columns. Okay, now why I am dividing this with rows and columns? Because here we are going to write the for loops in two ways. We are going to write two for loops here. For rows one we are going to write one for loop, for column we are going to write another for loop. Because first we are going to take this loop, this column. Now we are going to take this column and this row. Let's assume now we are first we will print this row, this row. Okay, this row we are going to trying to print. Now we define I equal to 0 and we change the j value every time, because we are going to print this row. We are going to print this row guys. Now I is 0 and now we will increase j value with j0. When I is 0 and j is 0, this value gets printed. When I is 0 and j is 1, uh, this 2 is get printed. When I is 0, j is 2, this 3, this place value will be printed. When I is 0, j is 3, it comes to this place. When I is 0, j is 4, it comes to this place. After this, now j, there are no columns, there are no columns more. So now we are increasing I value to 1. We are increasing I value to 1. Again j is 0, again j is 0. Now here when it comes to I equal to 1 and j is 0, it comes to this place. When I is 1, j is 1, it comes to this place. When I is 1, j is 2, it comes to this place. Like that, when I is 1, j is 3, it comes to this place. When I is 1, j is 4, it comes to this place. Now there are no columns more, so again we will increase I value. Like this, we are going to use one for loop for I and one for loop for j. It means one for loop for rows, one for loop for columns. Understand the concept, guys, please. Now let's write the code. Here a sample code. Int I comma j. Okay, now for loop I am initializing I with 0. This is for rows. This is for rows. Now as per our requirement, we are going to print one row. We are going to print first this row, and again this row, and again this row, and again this row, and next last row. So first I will be 0 for and j will be changing. I will be 0, but j should be changing for printing this array, this row, because here I place value of I is 0 only, but place value j will be changing. Here it is 0, it is 1, it is 3, it is 2, it is 3, it is 4. So to print this row, I will be 0 and j value will be changing. Now what I is less than, how many rows are there? 5 rows. So here last place value is 4, so that's why I say less than 5 and I plus plus. Okay, it's fine. Now I will write another for loop for j, because first I will be 0 and checks the condition and enters into the loop. Now we are trying to print row by row, one by one row we are trying to print. Now first 0th row will be printed. 0th row, what will be the j value first? J value will be 0. And what will be the last j value? Less than 5. And how, what would be the increment? J plus plus, like this. Okay, it's fine. Now here what we will do, now here what we do is we print the our required value. We print our required value. Here we need here when it comes to printing, first I value is 0 and enters into the loop. Now j value is 0. Now whatever we write here, it is printed in this place. It is printed in this place. Again it goes here and increments the j value. Now first j value was 0, now it becomes 1. Now it becomes 1, but I value is 0 only. Still it is 0 only, because this loop not completed. This loop is not completed, guys. Now j value is 1, I value is as it is. Now it is 0 only. Now it checks the condition, 1 is less than 5. Okay, true. Now it enters the loop. Now this printf prints the value in 0 1 position, where it is printing 0 1 position, at this position. Now when again j value gets increment, it becomes 2. Now I is 0, 2 is I is 0, j is 2. Now this printf prints the value at the position this. I is 0, j is 2. Again I value remains 0 and j value gets increment, and j value is 3. Now this printf prints the value at 0 3 0 3. Now it is 4. Here it is going to this place. Okay, now till here we went to these prospective places and printed the value successfully. Now again j value gets incremented 4, it checks the condition true. Now this printf prints the value at 0 comma 4, 0 comma 4. Now it reached this place. Now j value gets incremented and becomes 5. Now it checks the condition, condition fails, so it goes out of this loop, and again this for loop it goes here and increments the I value. Now I value become 1. I value became 1. Now it checks the condition, 1 is less than 5 or not. Yes, it's true, so it entered into loop. Again it executes this for loop, guys, and j value is initialized again with 0. J value is initialized again with 0. Now because this for j for loop is executing freshly, because it came here, it has ended, it came here, I value got incremented, again it is entered into the loop freshly. That's why now j value is 0. Checks the condition, enters into the loop. Now it executes the printf. Now this printf prints the value at which position? I is 1, j is 0. Check here where it is I is 1, j is 0. It prints the value at this position. Now again j value increments with 1. So now j value is 1. Now here I value is 1, j value is 1. 1 comma 1. It prints the value at this place. Now again it increase the value by 2. Now it prints the value 1 comma 2. It goes here. Now again j value increases 3. Now it goes 1. Now it goes 1 3 1 3 here. It goes here. Ah, now, like this, again j value becomes 4. Now it goes 1, 4, 1, 4. Okay, fine. Now it given to all these places and all these places. Now again j value becomes 5 and loop breaks and again goes here and I value is incremented by 2. I value is incremented by 2. Now again j value is freshly initialized with 0. Now it goes to 0 and again it goes to 2 1. It goes to 2 1 and again it goes to uh, 2 2. Like this it is going to every place. Okay, now we are going to every place. It's fine. Now what is our task? Now what is our task? Printing numbers, printing the respective numbers at that respective places. Printing that respective numbers at respective places, which is our task now. Which is our task now. Now I'll write a single line. Now what is to print? Again freshly I value is 0 and j value is 0. Now I say printf percentile d comma, here comes the main logic, I plus j percentile I am doing with 5 plus 1 and printf printf slash n, printf slash n. Here this missed. Okay, fine. Now here after every row, now when j loop is completed, one row is completed. As we discussed previous, when j loop is completed, this one row is completed. So after every row slash n executes and goes to the next line. Now first of all let's understand this calculation. When I is 0, j is 0, it executes this and I plus j, I plus j equals to how much? 0 plus 0 equals to 0. Now percentile 5. Percentile 5. What is the meaning of percentile 5? Now we actually do that. 0 is divided by 5. 0 is divided by 5. When 0 is divided by 5, the modulo, this percentile operator, we call it as modulo, gives the remainder. Here after this 0 percentile 5 calculation, it gives the remainder. Basically for if we keep this symbol we get the quotient, but here we need remainder. That's why I am using modulo operator. Now 0 percentile 5, what is the value of 0 percentile 5? For this you can go to the online and here a website is there, uh, modulo calculator. I have used this, or you can do on a paper also, or you can do on a paper. 0 and another value is 5. Calculate. Here you can see we got 0. Now what it means? uh, the value of here, let me decrease size much more. Here we can see that the value of 0 modulo 5 is 0. 0 modulo 5 is 0. Okay, so we got that 0 modulo 5 0. Now it is adding with 1. It is adding with 1, so the result is 1. Now it is printing 1 at which place? At which place it is printing? It is printing at I0 J0. So 0 comma 0. Here it is printing 1. Here it is printing 1, guys. Now again j is incremented to 1. Condition satisfied. Now j value is 1. So 1. 1 modulo 5. What is the value of 1 modulo 5? 1. you can check in this website also, 1 modulo 5. Okay, fine. Calculate. You can see the output 1. So like this we will get 1 here. So 1 plus 1, what is the result? 2. What is the result? 2. Now 2 is getting printed at which place? I0 J1. So 0 comma 1. Here we need 2. It is also printing 2. So let's write the output. First we got printed 1 and next 2. Now J value increases to 3. J value is increased to 3. So 0 plus, sorry, J value is increased to 2 guys, sorry, small mistake, 2. Now here it becomes 2 and 2 modulo 5, the value is also 2, plus 1 gives the 3. Now where it is printing 3? 0 comma 2, 0 comma 2, here we need 3 only, it is also printing 3. Now next we check for I value, J value increased to 3. Now J value is 3 and 3 mod 5, so 3 plus 1 obviously 4. 3 plus 5 obviously 4. You can do this calculation on a paper or I shown in the website also. So now where it is printing 4? At I0 J3. I0 J3, here it is printing 4. So we got printed 4 successfully. Now J value increased to 4 guys. Now J value became 4. So I plus 0 plus 4, it is 4. Now 4 modulo 5 is 4 modulo 5, sorry, okay, 4 modulo 5 is 4. So now here we get 4 modulo 5 is also 4. Now the result will be 5. So it is printing 5. Where it is printing 5? 0 comma 4. 0 comma 4. Okay, we need 5 only there. So it is printing 5 successfully. Now here I becomes 5 and checks the condition. Condition fails. So it comes out from the loop and executes /n and goes to the next line successfully. And now it goes here and increases the I value with 1. Increases the I value with 1. Now it again enters into the loop and freshly initializes the j with 0. Freshly initializes with j with 0. Now I value is 1, j value is 0. Now here I value is 1, j value is 0. Now 0, 1 modulo 5 gives 1. Now 1 plus 1, 2. Now where it is printing 2? At 1 comma 0. At I0, sorry, at I1 and J0. 1 comma 0. Here we need 2 and it is also printing 2 successfully. So 2. Now J value increases by 1 and 1 plus 1 gives 2. 2 modulo 5 is 2. You can calculate it. Now we get the result as 3. Where it is printing 3? 1 comma 1. Here 1 comma 1, it is 3 only. So it is printing 3. Okay, it is correct. Our logic is good. Now j becomes 2. So 1 plus 2, I is 1, j is 2. It is 3. 3 modulo 5 is 3. Now the result is 4. Okay, fine. Where it is printing 4? 1 comma 2. Here at 1, here at 2. We need 4 only, it is also printing 4. Okay, our logic is fine. Now next, it is going to 3 guys. It is going to 3. Now I value is 1, j value is 3. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 modulo 5 as we calculated before, 4. And now plus 1 gives result 5. So now 5 is getting printed. At where? It is printing 5 at 1 comma 3. 1 comma 3. Here we need 5 only guys. So it is printing 5 successfully. Now 5 got printed. Okay. Now here we need here j value is incremented to 4 and here j value is 4, I plus 1 plus 4, 5. Now 5 modulo 5 is 0. You can check in this guys. Here it is 5. So I do calculate. Now you can check the value 0. Check the value 0. So 0, 0 plus 1, here it get result 1. Now where it is printing 1? At 1 comma 4. At 1 comma 4. You can see here it is 1, we need also 1. we got result 1. So our logic is successful for first two lines, so it will be obviously perfect for remaining three lines also, three rows also. So our logic is good. You can do for remaining three rows also, it will be work successfully. So this type of building logics we can get only through practice, guys, only through practice. Now let's write the code in our terminal and in our turbo C++ and run and see the output. Now let's write the code in it and run it and check the output. New main and taking int I comma j and int I comma j for I equals to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus. Now for j equals to 0, j is less than 5, j plus plus. Here comes our printf line, printf percentile d comma. Here comes our main logic, I plus j percentile 5 plus 1. This is our main logic. Now a slash n after every row, printf slash n. I hope you guys understood this logic. uh, pattern.c. Okay, all right. Now let's see the output and discuss much more. Okay, alt F5, compiling, control F9, linking, loading, running, alt F5. You can see our required output got printed here through this small mathematical logic implementing here. Now I wrote for loop inside the for loop. This type of usage for loop is called nested for loop. This type of usage is called nested for loop. This concept is called nested for loop, guys. Here we now the being aware of for loops is not sufficient, is not enough to build logics like this, to print patterns like this. We can only build this type of logics through practice. Through practice. Here, for every pattern, we should simply split into this like rows and columns, and we should initialize I and j values according to this and give the condition according to the our rows and columns. Here less than 4, less than 5 we need, so I initialized condition less than 5. Like that we should break down the pattern and write the code. And here this logic is very important. This we get only through practice. We should think and we should apply the logic. By doing this type of practice, we can definitely build the logics very quick and in a very efficient way. I hope you guys understood. If you missed the last episodes, no, don't worry, the link will be provided in the description. Please go and check out. In this way, we are going to learn C language from basic level to pro in series wise. So stay tuned, do not forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.